a 96,000-kilometer tether stretching from Earth directly into space. Engineers in Japan believe they can actually build it. Right now, entering orbit is incredibly wasteful, burning $5 million in fuel with every single launch. And each time, the majority of the rocket is destroyed. That is the reality of space travel today. But what if we bypassed rockets entirely and simply rode a cable straight up? It is no longer just science fiction. The Obayashi Corporation, the same firm that constructed Tokyo's tallest tower, now wants to build all the way into the cosmos. Their master plan, a 96,000-kilometer cable, an ocean-based floating harbor, and a target launch date of 2050. This elevator runs entirely on electricity. No fuel, no explosions, and no single-use machinery. But the entire project hinges on a single material, a material we cannot yet manufacture at scale. Right now, Shizuoka University is running orbital trials on the International Space Station. That small test sample is the only thing standing between a bold concept and an active construction site.
Every great structure begins where no one is watching. 40 millimeters of steel, cut to a curve no human hand could trace. Each plate bent to the exact radius of a 400-meter ring. 24 sealed compartments, each one a fortress against the sea. Sealed before the next one begins. No shortcuts, no exceptions. One leak here, and the entire port sinks before it ever sails. Section by section, the ring begins to take its shape. Every joint aligned to within 2 millimeters. Precision is survival. Welds that must hold against the ocean for 100 years. Frames every 2 meters. The hull cannot flex, or the cable fails.
48,000 tons of ballast, holding the giant steady.
From inside, it feels like a submarine. That is exactly what it is.
12 thrusters, built to steer a giant ring across open ocean.
The deck arrives last, lowered, aligned, and bolted flush.
Every valve, every flange, a single nervous system for the port.
The tallest object on Earth will attract every bolt of lightning.
6,000 tons of chain, forged link by link from high-strength alloy. The hull leaves the yard, alone, toward open water.
From the center of the ring, a tower of steel rises 60 meters high.
Every circuit routed before the next system goes in.
Sensors on every leg. The first tremor will be measured instantly.
Guide rails and locking arms, built to catch a 100-ton vehicle from orbit. Everything here exists for one purpose: to grip the cable and never let go. A city is being born on this platform, piece by piece. 6 generators. This port can never lose power, not even for a second.
When the climbers risk, this dish will beam power into the sky. Storm seas will try to flood this opening. They will not succeed.
The only way on or off, in an emergency, or for a simple crew change.
every screen, every panel. From here, the port will run forever. Equatorial storms do not pause for the work being done here. The cable begins here, grown atom by atom inside a reactor. Uniform, continuous, flawless, or it starts again from nothing. Hundreds of fibers, twisted together to share the load as one. The ribbon takes its final form, pressed by heat and pressure. Without this coating, radiation strips the carbon bonds within months. A single gap in the coating is a gap in survival itself. 20 tons. Lighter than a truck, yet stronger than a skyscraper.
One kink at this ribbon, and the whole deployment fails.
Oxygen destroys this ribbon. It travels sealed in inert gas. Every canister inspected before it ever enters the clean room.
Mounted into the spacecraft, the deployment mechanism cycled once more.
This controls how fast the ribbon falls back toward Earth. 20 tons of ribbon, sealed, ready to ride fire into orbit. Every sensor checked, line by line, before the countdown begins.
300 tons of liquid oxygen, loaded under careful watch.
The arms pull away. The rocket stands alone, ready.
Ignition. The cable rises on a column of fire.
Separation in orbit. Below, nothing but 36,000 kilometers of empty space.
Thrusters fire. The spacecraft turns to face home. The spool turns. Ribbon falls toward Earth and rises toward the counterweight.
Thinner than a human hair, falling 40,000 kilometers.
Ground crews track every meter of the fall on radar.
The ribbon touches the Earth port for the very first time. Threaded carefully, one guide roller at a time. Tension applied. One continuous structure, from ocean to orbit. The longest structure ever built by human hands, and it took one rocket. Every bolt torqued. The load holds steady. It is not going anywhere.
Salt spray would destroy this fiber. The enclosure seals it from the sea. If tension shifts by even 1%, the control room knows instantly. Ribbon stable. Port holding. The seed cable is finally in place. Now the cable must grow, and the climbers begin to take shape.
These motors will grip the ribbon and drive the long climb upward. Every roller checked by hand, on both sides, without exception. Power beamed from the Earth port. No fuel, no batteries, just light. From sea level to orbit, temperatures will swing 400 degrees. Every climber carries extra ribbon, bonding it as it climbs.
These jaws hold 100 tons steady for 7 days straight.
Power failure, and the brakes clamp instantly. It stops. It does not fall.
Every fault cleared before this machine ever touches the ribbon. 3 weeks to the equatorial port. The first climber begins its journey. Guide rails catch it. The climber has finally arrived home. Grippers close. The climber is loaded and ready to rise.
The climber grips the ribbon, and slowly, it begins to rise.
Slowly at first, then steady. The ribbon holds. It begins.
510 reinforcement climbers. Loading starts now.
Layer by layer, the cable grows thicker with every climb. Every climber's altitude and bond quality tracked in real time.
A weak bond detected, and the climber stops to make it right. Worn rollers replaced, sensors recalibrated. Then, back to the ribbon.
A satellite crosses the path. The port shifts the ribbon clear in time.
Every bond below the clouds checked after every storm that passes.
A spare is always ready. It is a routine repair, not a catastrophe.
Climber 100. The ribbon has already doubled in size. These dampers stop resonance when many climbers move at once. Year 6. The factories retool. The cable is strong enough now. 300 climbers flown. The cable has outgrown its own terminal. Year 14. The cable nears its final completed form.
Year 15. The first real cargo rises. Not ribbon, but station parts.
A full load test. The terminal reads its design limits exactly.
The irony is not lost. Rockets are building what will replace them. 36,000 kilometers up, the station grows piece by piece.
When this ring spins in orbit, it will simulate gravity for the crew. Robotic arms reach out, bolting the frame piece by piece in orbit. The ribbon must pass through every level without ever touching the frame. Panel by panel, the arrays release and lock into position.
A city now stands at 36,000 kilometers above the Earth. 8 days up, 8 days down, the first of thousands to come.
12,500 tons, assembled before it ever leaves the ground.
Every kilogram logged before it begins the long climb upward.
Each module extends the cable further into the dark above.
Tension rises. Every kilopascal monitored without pause.
This climber is built differently. This one carries people. Practiced until it moves as smoothly as boarding any ship.
Every item inventoried before the hatch finally closes.
Gripper alignment, power, communications. Nothing left to chance. Day 1. Through the atmosphere, the long climb begins.
Day 3. Through the radiation belts, climbing steadily onward.
Day 8. Geostationary orbit, finally within reach.
Altitude climbing. Power holding. Every reading nominal.
The docking arm reaches out. Latches engage. The seal is confirmed.
The hatch opens. For the first time, a passenger steps from the cable into the station. A port in the ocean. A station above. A counterweight beyond. The system is alive. No rocket, no flame, no noise. Just a cable carrying cargo to orbit.
A second port. A second cable. One ribbon was never going to be enough. Built by welders, climber crews, and control rooms, one bolt at a time. Subscribe for more engineering stories.